I'm John Compass, and this NFL player loves Live Fit magazine.
I'm Phoebe Chongchua. This is Live Fit magazine. We're at Caruth Cellars. This is our Super Bowl edition, where we live fit, live well, live it up.
You don't often think of wine and Super Bowl going together, but lots of Americans are pushing the beer aside and pouring wine over Super Bowl weekend. We're at Caruth Cellars in Solana Beach to find out which wine you pair with Super Bowl foods. And speaking of food, sick and tired of serving the same greasy appetizers? We've got a treat. We're in the kitchen with Chef Bernard from the Marine Room for a to-die-for Super Bowl appetizer. Plus, it's a football Super Bowl roundtable. 3 former NFL players talk shop and give their take on wine and football.
Stay tuned to find out how you can win a pair of free wine tasting tickets for Caruth Cellars and win a signed copy of Chef Bernard's fabulous book, Flying Pans.
I gotta tell you, what excites me most is the halftime show. Why? Because Madonna's performing. And you know what? Wine, that's pretty much in vogue, I'd say. Joining me is Adam Caruth with Caruth Cellars. Thanks for letting us take over for the Super Bowl edition of Live Fit magazine. Good to be here.
Thank you.
Now, you know what? There's an interesting tie-in with all of this. And you were in Solana Beach. There's the surfing Madonna that most of us in the community are familiar with. She was up for a while. Now she's gone. What's up with that?
She was a graffiti mosaic artist, came in, put it up for it was in the middle of the day with a hard hat on, and the city protested it. It came down. We're donating $1.75 from each bottle to their foundation to put the artwork back up near Moonlight Beach. So
and you've got it on your bottles right here.
Yeah, this is a pretty popular selling wine. It's a cuvee, just got a bronze at the San Francisco Chronicle, and it's one of our favorites.
All right, I got to taste it. Pour it up. Well, we are talking about Super Bowl parties, and you know what? You do not have to drink beer, thank you, at Super Bowl parties. I happen to be at least a wine lover, a little bit more than a beer lover. So tell me about that.
It's getting really liberal. You can really pair beer and wine with the food at Super Bowl parties. Barbecue, you can pick up a Petite Sirah, a Cab. White wines kind of go with all the light fare at Super Bowl parties, potato chips, guacamole. It's a lot more fun and liberal than it used to be. It's not just Pabst Blue Ribbon or whatnot.
Oh, and this is nice.
Thank you.
Very, very nice. How long have you been in business?
Making wine for 12 years. Before that, I was a brewer. I moved to Sonoma, started making Syrah and Dry Creek Zinfandel, and I've never stopped. I kept making wine. Now we're here on Cedros in Solana Beach, making about 2,000 cases a year.
Wow. Yeah. And so you went from beer, pushing it aside, and moving into the wine business.
Haven't made beer since, yeah. So I've been making wine for since 1998.
What's your favorite part about it?
The people, and also dealing with really high quality grapes that we bring in from Sonoma and Napa and Lake County. We're barrel aging Russian River Chardonnay and Alexander Valley Cab. We have 12 different wines that we make each year. And this last year, I picked up a lot of information about the cooperages, which is the barrels. Barrel wood is coming from all different forests in France and Hungary and America. So every different component that you add or change, it changes the flavor quite a little bit. And so it's pretty interesting.
One of the things that I find really interesting is the fact that you are in a very urban area. I mean, to have a winery right here in Solana Beach?
It's a huge trend that's happening. People are starting wineries in urban settings where the people are. We can do the same type of work. We just received a best of class for this Alexander Valley Cab, which you're enjoying. Mm-hmm. And it's one of the best wines we've made, and sourced from fruit 500 miles away from here.
That's really nice.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to close this out with you telling me about another pairing. How about, here's one for you. Now, I hate to say this, but I don't eat them, but the staff wanted me to ask, how about hot dogs?
Award-winning wines from Caruth Cellars.
And Zinfandel, you said?
Dry Creek Zinfandel is one of our favorites.
Adam, I'm going to take your word on that because I'm not eating hot dogs anytime soon. But for all you football lovers, you can eat the hot dogs for me, and I'll drink the Zinfandel. Thanks so much for being here with us. We're going to toss it on over to Nick Lowry.
Thanks, Phoebe. I'm Nick Lowry. And you know, wine is known for finish and character. So is football. And Super Bowl week, we've got two great players, and Derek Smith played 12 years linebacker, particularly with the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington Redskins, and somebody who was in the training camp for the Patriots this very year, John Compass. John, what's different about the Patriots, and why do you think they're going to win the Super Bowl?
I think they're going to win because Coach Belichick teaches situational football better than anyone I've ever seen. The players are constantly aware of the rules and how they apply to the game situation. So when you get in the game, they're ready to go. They know what's happening. In specific, I think that Coach Dante Scarnecchia is the best offensive line coach in the league. Those offensive linemen do a great job, and I think they're really the heart and soul of the team.
And the practice of the Patriots, to get the players to be intelligent players. People think of football players as just violent.
Sure.
What's different about the intelligence of the Patriots?
Well, I think they recruit players that are intelligent based on their Wonder League scores, based on how they perform in college, things like that. The system is very sophisticated. Everyone has to know what's going on, and if you don't, Belichick won't let you be there.
The Wonderlic is actually a test for intelligence, and this young man played 12 years at linebacker, which is quite a thing, and he played on 3 different playoff teams. The Super Bowl is about pressure. Pressure builds great grapes and a great wine. Let's talk about why you think the San Francisco 49ers, who you played for in big pressure situations in the playoffs, are going to win.
Well, what I've seen with Harbaugh this year is the guys are playing loose, but they're playing smart. And when you get guys and you try and get them to do a specific thing or play a certain way and take them out of their game, it's never a good recipe, and they turn into robots. What he's done is he's allowed guys to play within their abilities, within the system. He's managing the game well. Alex Smith, prime example, has been with 7 different offensive coordinators in his first 7 years. And now he's with Harbaugh, who believes in him. Mm-hmm. He's brought him up, and you see him every week get better. And in the playoffs, it's about what's the trend, who's doing what. 49ers right now on an upward trend. Alex Smith getting better and better. Great defense. Alex Smith, Frank Gore, Justin Smith, Patrick Willis, offense, defense. I like the 49ers. I
like the Giants, and the reason is they played in the Super Bowl. They beat the Patriots a few years ago, and their quarterback, the quarterback's always the key, is playing with ridiculous confidence, Eli Manning, in the fourth quarter. Let's get more specific. Why do you think at home, the 49ers are going to have that edge against a team that has the best pass rush in pro football?
Well, I think that the 49ers pass rush isn't too shabby either. You know, like I said, Justin Smith, if you watch any of that game against New Orleans, I mean, he's pushing their tackle back, and he's manhandling this guy, reaches over him, grabs Drew Brees. Drew Brees is a hard guy to sack. He is a smart quarterback. He knows how not to take a sack, and they just caused Drew Brees all kinds of chaos last week. So I think if they're able to do that to Drew Brees, I think they're going to be able to do the same thing to Eli.
One experience I think that's about leadership is that the team becomes an extension in the Super Bowl, in particular, of the character of their coach. Just like a great character wine, you're an extension in that moment for great wine. What is it about the Patriots and their character you think that's going to give them the confidence, character and confidence, to be the champions?
Well, in my short experience there, I just think that Belichick has those guys dialed in. He's got them really focused, almost removed from the outside world. And what they teach there, Nick, is don't buy into the hype. Don't listen to what you hear when you leave the building. And when you come in, be professional, be ready to work. And I think, again, the guys are just going to be really focused. And that's the motto over there. Be focused, be ready to play, and prepare yourself to win.
Derek Smith, okay. Look at the 49ers. They were, 4-12 last year? They're a championship caliber team in 1 year because of that amazing, confident, driven head coach, Jim Harbaugh. Tell us about Jim Harbaugh, your insight into him as you look at the coaches you played for and why you think he's going to take him to the top.
Well, I think he's been there before. He was a quarterback in the league for I don't know how many years. And, you know, sometimes that doesn't translate. But for him, it's translated. And he's been able to, everywhere he's been. I think he started right here at University of San Diego. Am I correct?
He was right here in San Diego.
Started here, and then he went from here to Stanford, and look what he did with Stanford, right? And the 49ers, Jed York, they saw the potential in Harbaugh. They got him in there, even in a lockout year.
Thank you, Derek Smith. John Compass. Awesome. Now, from the gridiron to the grill, Chef Bernard, what do you have for us?
You know, I think that everybody's looking for the fat. Everybody's looking for that flavor. And they all think that because there's going to be a lot of fat, the flavor is going to be there. I think that we can change that and really make it really healthy for you to keep fit.
If you want a girl, I got ain't no ifs, ands, about it, be about it, less. Move the thing with me, who you came to see. Music is banging and we.
Raw talent? Looking for a new career? Get cooking. Be a chef. San Diego Culinary Institute, the school for creative people who also want to make a good living. Visit stculinary.com. Learn how to become a professional chef.
Some surprising numbers about Super Bowl weekend. Do you realize that Americans spend $50 million on food alone over Super Bowl weekend? Now, what's on the menu? Pizza, chicken wings, of course, and sandwiches. But I'm here with Chef Bernard from the Marine Room, and you can do oh so much better than that.
We're going to do a beef satay. So I know it's really not, I would say, Super Bowl-ish, but it is Frenchish. So here we
I
go.
like it. I like it.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of grapeseed oil, fantastic oil, very, very good for you. And then to that we will add some coconut milk. So this will be your marinade. A little bit of ginger,
Yum.
some garlic, and of course, oh, check this out before we put the sugar. Shrimp paste. And the
From
shrimp,
Thailand.
From Thailand. What's great about it is it gives an amazing flavor. So we're going to put a couple of teaspoons of those. And then we'll add our sugar. Voila. And then, well, we're going to kind of spice it up a little bit. What do you think?
I like it.
Some nice Thai chilies. Now, adding to that some lime juice. We're going to squeeze it in. We're going to mix all this together. And this become your marinade. So what's cool about it, it will be fantastic because you will have all that caramelization that is going to come through. But guess what? We're doing it with beef today. But what if you want to keep it really healthy? And you say, you know what? I don't want beef today. I want chicken. Or tofu. Yummy.
All right.
Tofu is really
Then it can be on the plant-based diet.
That's it. So we're going to cut this in half. So very easy. Cut it again. And then this will be our skewers. When they are marinated, we will be skewering it. But, so for now, we want to marinate it. So what we do is we mix this together really good. Check this out.
All right.
So no salt, no pepper. Because you already have the salt of the shrimp paste, and the pepper is your hot pepper itself.
Yeah, I think that's the mistake a lot of people make is they're going to add
Oh,
the
yeah.
salt on top of it, and then you end up with something that's just far too salty and unhealthy.
You don't want to do that. Check this out. One,
Wow.
two. We'll do that again. Now, if you're using beef, use good quality beef. Make sure that it is, for example, farm raised, but in a way that it's going to be sustainable, it's going to be organic. This is the best way to approach it. Hey, what about the little sauce?
Right.
Peanut sauce?
Peanut sauce. I like it.
Now, a lot of kids and a lot of people are allergic to peanuts. So what we'll do is this. We use peanuts today, but the other thing that you can do is you can use almond butter, macadamia butter, for example. You can use all those as a substitution, which is great. And I have a role reversal for you. You ready? I'm going to take the mic, and you're going to do this, and you're going to make it. All right, so I'm going to get you through it. You ready? So you have to pretty much mix all those ingredients.
Right.
What are they? In any, whatever order you want, except the sesame seeds. We're going to keep this for
So
later.
just go for it, right?
Some soy sauce.
Soy sauce.
Yummy. Look at this.
Wow.
Beautiful
Yes.
color.
What have I got here?
Over here, you have some sesame oil,
Okay.
sambal chili sauce. So you can keep it as hot as you want or as
Okay.
light as you want.
And this is rice.
Seasoned rice vinegar. Fantastic.
Love it.
And we have our
butter?
peanut butter. Let me give you a spoon.
Doing good?
Oh, you could work in my kitchen anytime.
I'm hired.
You are hired. All right.
All right.
Then some honey.
Yeah.
You got to keep it sweet.
Okay.
Fantastic. Oh, you're doing good.
Yeah. See that? Sign me up
Perfect.
for
Perfect.
cooking lessons.
And then ginger. Then we'll switch.
Okay.
You'll get the mic. I'll do the chopping.
Okay, that I couldn't do. I'm glad you took over.
Very easy. You got a little bit of scallion. Yummy. If you like scallion, you could use chives if you want to. No problem. And then we're going to just roll a little bit of cilantro. You see, you roll it really well like this. Like this, it's really easy to chop. And remember, anytime that you're chopping herbs, you do it only once, because the more you chop it, the more flavor you will lose, because it gets oxidized.
Oh, did not know that.
The
Good.
nutritional value also will be very different. So I'm going to add this to it. And you just mix it really, really well. And the skewers, here they are. So for the skewers, what you need to do is you have to make sure that you are soaking the skewer in water. But here's a trick. If you want the skewer to, I would say, conduct some beautiful flavor, what do? Put a bit of rum, for example. Yummy. So then what we'll do is we just skewer it, almost like a lollipop. So check this out, almost like lollipop.
Beautiful.
So we're just going to skewer all of them. And then we'll start our cooking process.
Simple.
Very, very simple. Very
And this is a
simple.
recipe in your book.
It is in my book.
Your book's called?
Flying Pans. It's about my travel and Ron Oliver, my chef de cuisine, through 45 countries. And what we wanted to do is to bring culture to everyone's kitchen. And it's a bit the same goal than what you have. Is not only the culture, it's the health part of it. Because our bodies is our temple.
What are you going to do with these? These are shiso leaves, right?
These are shiso leaves. So what's great about it, we're going to put it on the bottom of the plate. So now what we do, we take a little bit of sesame seeds, put it around. It's all about presentation now. We take a little container that we put right in the center, and we're going to spoon some sauce right in the middle, so like this. It can be used as a little dipping sauce. Voila. And then, what about a little cilantro just on top of it? So this, it looks really, really neat. And cilantro has a really great flavor.
Chef Bernard, oh my gosh, this is amazing. We all here can't wait to try it. It looks fabulous. Thank you so much.
A special dish for a very special day.
Hi, I'm Nick Lowry, Kansas City Chiefs Hall of Famer, and I watch Live Fit magazine, and so should you.
Whoa, whoa, my miracle baby. Whoa, whoa, my miracle baby. Tell me, what did I do right to deserve such wonder in my life? When you smile, my heart turns inside out.
We've been serving up a lot of great foods, but what do you have to do when you're eating all that Super Bowl food? You gotta get fit and keep fit, and that's where Nicole Decker comes in. You are with Gut Check Fitness, and you're in the Carmel Valley, Encinitas, Solana Beach area.
Yes, we are.
Ooh, and she's
Are you
got
ready
a
for
program.
this?
I don't know.
All right,
we
Phoebe.
know we have a little bit of a hurt foot, but I'm ready. I'm ready for the challenge.
So I was thinking it'd be kind of fun. You know, we all do touchdown dances out on the field there. Your favorite team scores a field goal or a touchdown, and we got something for you, Phoebe. So you ready?
Oh, okay.
So it's called a burpee.
Oh, all right, all
So we're gonna come down into a squat position, come down, hands down, push up, plank position. So jump down, push up, now jump up towards your hands. Now big jump up. Let's do that a little faster. Are you ready? Here we go. So it's down, hands, push up, jump, big clap up. One more time. Here we go. Down, out, push up, jump, big clap
Okay,
up.
I'm feeling it.
Down, out, push up, jump. Last one right here. Ready? Down, out, push up, and then how high can you jump? Nice. Good job.
It's tested for performance, for wearability, for cleanability, and we only carry really good quality products.
My name's Derek Smith, 12-year NFL veteran, and I love Live Fit magazine.
All right, guys, great show. Tell me your favorite wine picks. Nick.
Oh, I'll tell you what, the Petit Syrah Paso Robles is fantastic. I love it.
Derek.
09 Cab, Alexander Valley, San Francisco Chronicle, best in class.
Right on, John.
I like the Russian River Valley Chardonnay. It got a silver by the San Francisco Chronicle. I could drink a whole box.
All right, and you know what? My favorite pick? These guys. You guys are awesome. Woo! Where are we going? Live fit, live well, live it up. That's what I'm doing. Got a target, right? Oh! All right. One more. I gotta try again. Who's laughing? You!
Here's how to win your wine tasting tickets and learn how to cook like Chef Bernard. Go to our Live Fit Magazine Facebook page, click the like button, and leave a comment on our wall under this TV show edition with the winning code phrase, I Live Fit thanks to Live Fit Magazine. We'll select the lucky winner in a drawing and then send you either Chef Bernard's signed book or a pair of wine tasting tickets to Caruth Cellars. And we'll notify you on our Facebook page.